Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Outwardyappr. Thanks for joining me today. We'll be jumping into this game, Avatar, the Frontiers of Pandora. Let's do this. So guys, before we get into the game, let's just jump into the settings here and take a look and see what's available for us. We're currently under the display mode, and there is a screen calibration mode which is for HDR, which we have in place. But you will notice here from these settings, there is no settings for performance, to prioritize performance or to prioritize resolution. So basically this game is just running on a one position here, right? So let's just jump into the game here and see what it looks like. What we're gonna do here is we're just gonna
Just a minute, sorry.
take a look and see how this game looks in the PlayStation 5 Pro. Now mind you, I've watched a few videos regarding this game, pretty much noting that this game doesn't look good with the latest patch on the PlayStation 5 Pro. There was talk of shimmering, there was talk of lots of noise, there was talk of a lot of different stuff with this game. Now I'm in the middle of the day, which is the best time to look at this game. I'm looking at the foliage here and the vegetation, and I'm walking around, and in my opinion, this is my opinion here, looking at this game, considering there is no modes for performance and there is no modes for resolution, this game looks pretty good to me from the vegetation part. Now when we look at the sky, now that's a whole different story. So if we look at the clouds in the sky, now I could see what you're talking about here. You could look at the clouds, they're not very clear. You could see them like in a distance, they're very noisy looking, compared to what I'm seeing in front of me in terms of the vegetation. Now this is on the side here, which is a rather cloudy area, and I'm looking at a much clearer area, and even looking at the blue sky right now, it just looks very plain. And you could see there's a bit of noise on the cloud that I'm pointing at right here. You could see there is something radiating off of the cloud here. Yeah, but I guess, you know, certain areas would show this difference in resolution, like the more distant areas in my opinion, versus looking at this tree in front of me, and it looks pretty clean. I'm looking at these rocks here with the moss on it. It looks pretty clear. If I'm going close to it, you could see all the different markings and what have you on the rock here. You could look at the moss, you could see this on the rock. Even looking at the vegetation, like the leaves and stuff, you could see them moving left to right. It looks okay to me. The ferns look okay to me as well. And I'm just looking at the leaves, the resolution, how the light reflects off of the leaves here. It looks okay. And even looking at my shadow here, my shadow here being reflected on the ground, it looks okay. I mean, it could look a little bit sharper here, but it does look okay. And this game is in first person, so we could only, if you're running, you could only see the hands. It's not in third person.
I really must speak more with Etua's father. Excuse me for a moment.
If I was to put on my scanning mode here, just to look around and see, we just kind of going around here and see what it looks like here. I mean, I guess because it's the daytime, everything looks really bright, really clean, really nice, except for the clouds and the sky. I mean, that's the only drawbacks with this game right now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm currently in the story mode, if we go into the quest, this is the mode I'm playing here. But what I want to do is I want to see if I could travel. Okay, let me just travel a little. Okay, so what I did here, I was able to fast travel to another location in the game here. So I'm on top of Wanderer's Vantage. It's a vantage point here. And if you look at this here from the top, now we're having like a kind of a bird's eye view, and we're looking down here on the vegetation and the lands below us. Now, this is a whole different story with this game here. So now I'm kind of getting to see what they're talking about in terms of this game here. Right, so what I'm seeing here is if I look down, I could look at the tree. Now, if you look at the tree down here, you could see the tree is moving, the leaves are moving, but it's not clear. It's extremely noisy, and it's kind of like distorted in a way. Just looking at the coconut tree, the movement of the coconut tree doesn't seem too natural as well. Comparing to look at this vegetation right in front of me. So the vegetation right in front of me is very clear. The leaves, the stem, even the moss on the tree, on the branches here, the different plants, they're very clear beside me. But in a distance, the trees just look like a whole distorted situation. They look very blurry. And even looking down on the water and the animals below, the water, although you could see the movement in the water, you could see the waves in the water down here, but this just looks like it has a certain movement to it. And the waterfall again just looks like a whole, you could see it's foaming on the bottom here, just like the trees. Further up the stream looks very noisy, very distorted here. So whatever they have done to this game in terms of putting out the PlayStation 5 Pro patch on this game, it looks like it have probably set this game a little bit backwards here in terms of the performance. Now, like I said, the system just came out about a month ago, so there's lots to be done with the system. Developers are kind of working with the system, especially with the PSSR mode, which I have a feeling this is the reason why things are looking the way they're looking with this game right now. But I was hoping to kind of do something else with this game, maybe see if I could get change the time of day, but apparently I just started playing this game. So I even if I fast travel to one of these areas here, it doesn't have the ability for me to kind of change the time in the day to the night. But you guys kind of get the idea of how this game looks. I mean, there's definitely improvements to be had with this game, because honestly, I have played this game for the last couple hours or so. This game has a lot of Far Cry vibes to it. It does. I mean, it's very interesting playing this game. I mean, the fact that you have to walk around the map, that's a whole different story. But I guess the more I play into this game, the more use I get with it as well. But again, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. This was just a quick video to give you my take on the game so far and to see what it looks like. And as I'm talking to you here, the dynamic weather is coming into play, and now it's going into the evening mode, I guess to dusk. And if you could see, it got a little bit darker. So the water on the bottom here, you could see the ripples in the water. Looking at it from the top of the cliff here, it doesn't look as noisy as it did in the day, but there is still improvements to be had with this game here, because I think if the developers put the patch in this game, it will really take it to another level, especially with the power of the PlayStation 5 Pro and the PSSR built in as well. But again, guys, that's it. another short video giving you my take on this game, Avatar, the Frontiers of Pandora. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you had any experience with this game. I haven't played this game on the base PlayStation 5 system. My first time playing this game is on the PlayStation 5 Pro. And again, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.